Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 25-day challenge to cleanse. What we're going to be focusing on over the next 25 days is cleansing. We are not going to set an intention for weight loss. Weight loss will probably naturally happen for us, but if we focus on weight loss, we're going to have feelings of deprivation, we're going to have feelings of pressure, and we don't want to sabotage our efforts. So, what I would like to see everyone do during this time is to look at their diet and what they normally eat on a regular basis. You want to eliminate any refined foods, obviously. You want to eliminate dairy because dairy is treated with hormones and antibiotics today, and dairy increases the likelihood for allergies. It increases the likelihood that if you have things like fibroid tumors, that they will continue to grow and be fed also. It increases the likelihood of so many other health risks. So we're going to leave dairy alone. We talked about refined goods. When you say refined goods, definitely sugars. Anything refined, such as flours, rice, those things that we take for granted in our everyday food supply, we're going to leave that stuff alone during this time. You want to also let go of anything that you know you're allergic to that you eat anyway. For example, I love cheese, which you said I have to get rid of anyway. But I also love tomato soup, which is normally very good. But I've developed an allergy towards tomato soup because I've abused it. So I'm going to have to leave tomato soup alone during this time because I don't want the results of what I'm working for to be interfered with by something that I've developed an allergy to. So let's keep it simple for the first few days. You're only focusing on refined goods. Cut out the sugars. If you must have sugar, use a tablespoon of honey, but limit it to that. You want to make sure that you are not eating any meat. All right, if you must have meat, then have a little seafood, but limit it to that. If you want seafood and you decide to have a little bit of tuna, okay, let the tuna slide, or a little bit of salmon, let that slide, but you still want to minimize that as well. Fructose corn syrup, that's considered a processed good slash refined good slash something that's not natural. This should be a fairly easy plan for you to follow because we are not limiting you from eating any particular fruits and vegetables as long as you are not allergic to these particular things. All we're saying is pull inward, focus inward, listen to your body. Obviously, if you're allergic to broccoli or broccoli gives you gas, you don't want to complicate your situation by eating broccoli. But as a general rule, fruits and vegetables are pretty much safe. Beans are pretty much safe unless there's a particular bean that you eat that gives you, makes you very, very gassy. You may be able to handle black beans, but you can't handle chickpeas. Let's say you want to take those chickpeas and you want to make hummus. Hummus has tahini, which is like a nut almost, kind of, sort of, which is healthy. It has garlic, it has lemon, and it has the chickpeas, which make it very healthy. So you can make hummus. You can eat your hummus with celery. You can eat your hummus with carrot sticks. If you decide you want to eat that prepackaged snack of seaweed, you can have that. But again, as a general rule, stay away from anything that's processed. So outside of something like seaweed or dried fruit that has not been contaminated with fructose corn syrup or some other type of unnatural ingredients, you want to try to avoid anything that's in a package that is prepackaged. All right, so let's look at it again. No dairy. Avoid prepackaged foods. Sugars, especially white sugar, brown sugar, cane sugar, whatever they want to call it. The only sweetener you can use is honey. You want to avoid caffeine, obviously. It's a stimulant. You may drink all the tea you want as long as you try to avoid the caffeine in it. You want to avoid meat. If you must have some type of meat or protein, let me say, let it be seafood, but no meat, no chicken, no red meat, things of that nature. If you decide you want to eat vegetable protein in the morning, they have this It's really like a bacon, but it's vegetable protein. It would take the place for those of you who love to have bacon. Eat that. Eat that. That's fine to eat. Um, let's see. Is there anything else that I've left off? Anything that you're allergic to on a normal basis? Avoid it. Free foods, tea, decaffeinated, juices from fruits, not the ones that are in the jugs that have high fructose corn syrup added. For example, you cannot have Minute Maid. If you want some type of juice, get some fresh berries and make a smoothie, or squeeze some oranges so that you get the pulp in there, which gives you the extra fiber. All right, leave the wheat and the grains alone as much as possible. When I say wheat, you know what? I don't want to say grains because there are a lot of other healthy grains that will be good to eat. Things like quinoa, barley, if you can handle barley, provided that you're not allergic to some of these things. But again, that's the 25-day cleanse. This is our first video. We want to take it easy. You want to eat on these first few days as much as is needed for you to eat. You want to feel satiated. You want to eat to satiation until you're satisfied, because you're eating for nutrition and you're eating so that you don't feel deprived. So these first several days, primarily days 5 to 7, do not deprive yourself. Simply eat of those foods that are healthy and whole. We wish you the best of luck. Come to the 25-day challenge to cleanse YouTube channel on a regular basis. Leave comments for us, questions and concerns, and Serena and myself will do our best to get back with you to make sure we give you satisfactory feedback. Thank you so much. Also, you can visit updates at www.hidayareiki.com. Also, you can see a little bit more about Science Creations at www.sciencecreations.com.